Yeah, so last term we did a study on money matters.
Now for some coffee now?
A cup of tea would be great.
It was almost as if I just took it for granted, and I hadn't really realized this, but I just took it for granted that that's what Christians do. We fund gospel ministry.
My perception has now changed because now I see it it's something that God has blessed me with, and how I'm spending it is around how He wants me to spend it and not according to my own needs. I think before the study I was a little bit selfish and I was more career driven. All my plans were about being this career woman. My career comes first, but now I realize my goals should be more pleasing to God and my needs should come after. I think I don't spend like a normal person would be spending anymore. Like those big sales, they can miss me. Or spending unnecessarily, I have limited that.
One of the things that stands out for me during the series and how I view money is that it's actually not about money, it's about desires. It's easy to think about saving money for our future when somebody might not necessarily have a very good present. So it's given me a better perspective of how I view my money. Just that saying my money is already a wrong way of thinking because it's not mine. Ultimately, it all belongs to God. And I'm just loaning what He's given me so that I can give it back to Him to glorify Him. And yeah, coming back to that question, I realized in the past that I didn't glorify Him as much as I should have. Yeah.
I think what for me stood out right at the beginning, I think it was in our first study, confirming the idea that everything belongs to God anyway. So, whatever we give, we're giving back to Him. He's given it to us. And so it's not a case of so much of me giving, but He's given to me. And everything I have, everything we have, belongs to Him.
People who are not followers of Christ would be prepared to fund many good interventions within society, but few, if any, probably none, would be prepared to fund entities that promote an understanding of the gospel.
So, giving to the church, I feel, is an obvious vehicle to give back to God. Because like I mentioned earlier, that's everything we have, whatever we give, it belongs to God anyway.
Well, first off, it's only important if I know the church is going in the right direction. It's like any investment. I wouldn't give money towards something if I didn't have complete faith that it was going towards a good standing. I don't see Mervyn running around trying to buy a Learjet to fly to Mauritius or whatever the case is. So yeah, look, I think that money is just some object that reflects how we interact with the world. And if we put too much emphasis on earthly things, how are we ever going to build an investment in heavenly things?
There's a temptation to compartmentalize our lives in a way that I don't think is the way God sees our life or the Bible sees our life. So I think my advice to young people would be to see every aspect of their lives as worship, whether it's doing chores or being at work and adding up some figures or serving a customer or whatever it is that people are doing, that they really see every aspect of their lives as worship, which really means that then giving or investing in gospel work can also be seen as a form of worship. So I would think about it.
Yeah, I think it was just a great reminder to have that study on that. I think as a church, we should be having more discussions around that because it's something that we face every day, but it should be something that we do continuously in a church. Yeah.